Welcome back, deep divers. Today, we're going deep, really deep, into some alternative perspectives on early Christianity.
Ooh.
Yeah, the cosmos and
Yeah.
even the nature of reality.
Right.
All starting with just a single website.
A single website.
It's wild.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, so this website, it's like, I don't know, it's like a rabbit hole of just tons of articles, ancient texts,
Okay.
and they all kind of, well, it's hard to describe. It's just a lot of really interesting stuff.
Well, it's interesting how they bring in all these different topics together.
Yeah.
Like you've got, UFO sightings and
Yeah.
alternative history, and then these, deep dives into ancient texts.
Exactly.
It's like, what's the common thread here?
Well, I think
What's
that's
the through line?
I think a lot of it is just questioning the established narrative.
Okay.
Like, are we really getting the whole story?
Yeah, exploring those possibilities that maybe mainstream thinking kind of overlooks.
Exactly. So, for instance, there's an article called "Thermal Camera Captures Invisible Jellyfish UFO Over Military Base."
What?
Right. And then right next to that, you might have some discussion of, I don't know, ancient prophecies or spiritual concepts.
Okay.
It's really
It's
fascinating.
all over the place.
It really is all over the place.
Oh,
But you know me,
Yeah.
I'm drawn to the ancient mysteries.
right.
So in this deep dive, our main clue, the thing we're going to focus on,
Okay.
is a text called the Gospel of Judas.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard of it?
Oh, yeah, the Gospel of Judas.
Yeah.
This is a fascinating one.
So this is particularly interesting because it presents a different perspective on
Okay.
Judas Iscariot,
Right.
the disciple who, traditionally
Yeah, but it's
betrayed
not-
Jesus.
Yeah.
But
Not in a good light.
not in a good light, no.
Yeah.
But this text, it's a little mysterious itself.
Okay.
It was only recently rediscovered
Oh, wow.
and translated,
Right.
and it kind of turns that whole story on its head.
Really?
Judas is not portrayed as the villain,
Mm-hmm.
but as like a chosen confidant of Jesus.
Okay, so he's like an insider.
Yeah, an insider.
Interesting.
And he's even described as coming from this divine realm
Oh, wow.
called the Barbello.
The Barbello. Now, what is that?
Have you ever
We learned
heard
about that.
Yeah, so the Barbello,
Okay.
it's this concept that's central to Gnostic thought.
Okay.
Now, just to be clear, Gnosticism, this was like a set of beliefs that existed kind of alongside early Christianity.
Yeah.
They shared some core ideas,
Okay.
but they differed in some pretty significant ways
Right.
in their interpretations of, key figures and events.
Oh,
And so in Gnostic cosmology, the
Yeah.
Barbello is often described as this divine realm or entity,
Okay.
a source of like pure spiritual light and knowledge.
It's kind of like a heaven.
Yeah, you could think of it like that, or
Okay.
maybe a different dimension.
Oh.
It's a realm of pure spiritual existence
Okay.
that's beyond our material world.
I see.
And the Gospel of Judas seems to suggest that Judas, in a sense, came from this realm.
So he's not just an ordinary guy.
No, not at all.
Wow.
He's got this special understanding of the cosmos.
All right, that's already pretty mind-blowing.
I know, right? It's like rethinking everything you thought you knew
Yeah.
about this character.
Yeah, you think you know Judas, and then bam.
Yeah.
Turns out he's from another dimension.
Totally.
Okay, so this Judas character is already kind of breaking down some of my preconceived notions,
Right.
but it sounds like there's even more to this
Oh, yeah.
than just Judas.
Way more.
Yeah.
It delves into some pretty wild cosmology,
Yeah.
talking about eons and firmaments and all sorts of celestial beings.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Some of those terms are going over my head.
It's a lot to take in.
Eons, what are we talking about here?
Okay, so think of eons
Yeah.
as like emanations from the divine.
Okay.
Different levels of existence or spiritual realms.
Sure.
And they each have,
Okay.
their own unique qualities and inhabitants.
Inhabitants, so we're talking about like
Yeah.
beings and
Exactly. And firmaments are kind of like
right.
layers or spheres within this whole structure.
Oh, I see. So it's like a multidimensional map.
Yeah, it's like a multi-dimensional map of the universe.
Okay, so it's not just heaven and earth. We're talking about a whole
Right.
elaborate structure,
Yeah.
different levels and beings and okay.
Super complex.
All right.
So when we talk about beings, what kind of beings are we talking about?
Well, I mean, is it angels?
It does mention angels, but it also talks about entities that are, I don't know, beyond our typical understanding of angels.
Right.
It's describing this complex hierarchy with this supreme invisible spirit at the very top.
Right.
A source that's beyond, names and comprehension.
Okay, that's a lot to wrap my head around.
It is.
So we've got this supreme being.
Yeah.
Then we've got the eons and the firmaments.
Uh-huh.
And then we've got angels and other celestial beings.
Yeah, exactly.
Where do we fit in?
That's the question, right?
Yeah.
Where do humans fit into all of this?
Yeah, where do we fall on this cosmic map?
And that's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
Because the Gospel of Judas describes this creation myth that's quite different from the traditional one.
Okay.
It suggests that humanity was created in the image of a divine angel.
Right.
But it also mentions this other figure.
Another figure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sackless. And he's associated with chaos and darkness.
Oh, okay.
And he kind of plays a role in our creation, too.
Wait, so are we created
It's like
in the image of the divine? Or this sackless character?
It's almost like there's two...
It's like, are we good or are we bad?
Two competing creation stories happening here.
Yeah, what's the deal?
And that kind of highlights this duality that's often present in Gnostic beliefs.
Yeah.
This tension between forces of light and darkness, good and evil.
They're kind of that classic battle between good and evil. Yeah.
It's like...
But are we inherently flawed because of this sackless character?
Yeah.
Or do we still have a spark of the divine?
Yeah. What is our true nature? It's really makes you think.
Man, this is getting pretty intense.
I know. It's heavy stuff.
Yeah.
So we're caught in this cosmic tug of war.
It's a cosmic tug of war.
Between light and darkness.
Yeah, we're right in the middle of it.
We're right in the middle of it.
Okay.
It's making me rethink, I don't know everything I thought I knew about creation and the nature of good and evil.
It really throws a wrench in things.
It really does.
Yeah.
But before we get too far down this rabbit hole, I'm curious how all of this ties back to the other.
Yeah, right. Because we were talking about all these other crazy articles on the website.
Exactly.
We got UFOs.
Yeah.
We've got this claim that we might be AI characters.
Right.
We've got all this talk about hidden knowledge.
Yeah. Does the Gospel of Judas offer any insights into these topics?
That is the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what we're going to explore in part 2.
I can't wait.
Buckle in.
Buckle in.
Oh, buckled in. Be a wild ride.
Okay, so we've got this cosmic battle going on between light and darkness. This mysterious realm, the Barbello, and a Judas who's, not exactly who we thought he was.
More of a cosmic insider.
Right, exactly.
Than a betrayer.
But I'm still trying to figure out how all of this connects to the other things on this website. The UFO sightings.
Yeah, those are some head scratchers.
Yeah, the idea that we might be AI characters.
It's like, what is going on here?
Right, and all that talk about hidden knowledge.
Well, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
The Gospel of Judas, it actually kind of addresses that.
Okay.
It portrays Judas as receiving secret knowledge from Jesus.
Okay, so we're talking about real, secret knowledge.
Yeah, and it's not just about, cosmology or the nature of reality.
Okay.
It touches on some pretty heavy stuff.
Like what?
The fate of humanity.
Oh, wow.
The path to spiritual liberation.
So this hidden knowledge, is that the key?
It could be.
To understanding, all these other mysteries?
I mean, think about it. The Gospel of Judas is suggesting that there's more to reality than we can see, that there are these hidden realms and spiritual forces at work.
Right.
And that idea, it aligns with the notion that there might be other intelligences out there.
Okay, you're talking
maybe extraterrestrial.
Aliens?
Maybe something else entirely.
Oh, wow.
Something that we just haven't fully grasped yet.
I see where you're going with this. So it's like the Gospel of Judas is giving us this whole new way of looking at the world.
Yeah.
That can maybe explain.
It's like a new lens to view things.
Some of these things that just seem impossible.
Right. Those seemingly inexplicable phenomena.
Right, exactly.
Maybe they're not so inexplicable after all.
And the website is kind of exploring this possibility from all these different angles.
Right, exactly. So you've got those articles about UFO sightings suggesting that maybe there are these advanced technologies or beings operating beyond our current understanding.
All right.
And then you've got those really thought-provoking articles that question, the nature of reality.
Right.
Like, are we living in a simulation?
It's a popular theory these days.
Right. Or is our consciousness somehow interconnected in ways that we just haven't figured out yet?
So is the website saying that the Gospel of Judas is like, I don't know.
Not necessarily a blueprint.
A blueprint for understanding all this.
But maybe a key,
Okay.
that unlocks a different way of thinking.
I like that about these topics.
A key that unlocks a different way of thinking.
Yeah, because it emphasizes the importance of seeking knowledge, of questioning what we've been told, and of recognizing that reality might be a lot more than what we see on the surface.
That meets the eye. Exactly.
Yeah, look beyond the surface.
Yeah, peel back those layers.
Explore the deeper mysteries.
That's what it's all about.
And that really resonates with, the whole spirit of this website.
It's about curiosity.
Right.
It's about exploration.
It's like this invitation to...
Yeah, don't just accept what you're told.
Question everything.
Go out there and discover things for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's such a powerful message.
It is, especially
today.
In a world where we're just constantly bombarded with information.
It's like information overload.
Yeah, and so much of it is just, reinforcing those existing narratives.
Yeah, the same old stories.
Yeah, and this website is like, it's like a breath of fresh air.
It is. It's like saying,
hey, step outside that box.
Yeah.
Consider some alternative perspectives.
Yeah, there's a whole universe of possibilities out there.
Exactly.
And I think it's also reminding us that the search for knowledge, it's not about, arriving at a destination.
It's a journey.
It's a journey.
Yeah, it's ongoing.
It's constantly evolving.
Right, you never stop learning.
And sometimes those most valuable insights come from exploring, the fringes.
Right. Those unconventional paths.
Yeah, the edges of what's considered acceptable.
The stuff that makes people raise an eyebrow.
Right.
Yeah, but that's where the good stuff is.
It's like the Gospel of Judas.
Exactly.
I mean, for centuries, it was dismissed as heresy.
Right. Too dangerous, too controversial. Shh, bury it, hide it.
But now it's offering us these new insights.
Well, a fresh perspective.
Into early Christian beliefs.
Yeah, it's showing.
It's like, whoa, there was a lot more going on.
Right. It wasn't all just one monolithic belief system.
Yeah.
There was diversity.
Right, exactly.
There were different interpretations.
And it makes you wonder...
Yeah.
What other hidden truths are out there?
Right.
Just waiting to be rediscovered.
Buried in some ancient text.
Yeah.
Whispered in a forgotten myth.
Or maybe even, encoded in the stars.
Who knows?
That's the exciting part.
Right. The universe is full of mysteries.
Yeah, it is.
And with every new discovery, even more questions pop up.
It's like a never-ending quest.
It is. It's a beautiful thing.
And it's something that we can all participate in.
It's not just for academics and scholars.
Yeah.
We can all be explorers.
I love that.
In our own way.
It's funny, thinking back to those articles about UFOs and the simulation theory.
Yeah, those are some wild ones.
They're wild. But it strikes me that maybe they're not as far-fetched as they seem.
Yeah, maybe we're too quick to dismiss things.
Yeah, I mean, if the Gospel of Judas can challenge our understanding of history and spirituality,
the very foundations of our beliefs.
Yeah, why couldn't these other ideas?
Right, why couldn't they be?
Expand our view of science and technology and consciousness.
Right. Maybe our current understanding is just the tip of the iceberg.
I think that's a good point.
Yeah. I mean, what we consider impossible today might be commonplace tomorrow.
Totally.
I mean, look at the history of science.
Yeah.
It's full of examples of ideas that were ridiculed, laughed at, dismissed.
Yeah.
And then later on, boom.
Proven to be true.
Turns out they were right all along.
So maybe the key takeaway here is just stay open-minded.
Be open to new ideas.
Embrace that curiosity.
Question everything.
Never stop questioning.
Yeah, the world around us.
The world around us.
Yeah, and even if some of these ideas, turn out to be
dead ends.
Yeah, dead ends. That's okay.
It's okay.
Because the journey itself
The journey.
The exploration.
Yeah.
That's where the real value is.
I like that.
Yeah. It's about expanding our horizons.
Expanding our horizons.
Challenging our assumptions.
Right. And recognizing that the universe is way more vast and mysterious
than we can even imagine.
Yeah.
So keep that sense of wonder.
Yeah. Keep that sense of wonder.
Keep exploring.
That's the message.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe along the way, we'll stumble upon.
We'll find something amazing.
Something truly mind-blowing.
That changes everything.
Yeah, that changes everything.
Yeah, that shifts our perspective.
I think we're getting close to wrapping this up.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, so we've journeyed through this cosmic maze, right?
Yeah, it's been quite a trip.
Eons and angels, light and darkness.
Battling it out.
We even reimagined Judas Iscariot.
Yeah. He's not who we thought he was.
Not at all. But I gotta ask, what does it all mean?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, what's the takeaway here?
And I think this website, it's grappling with that too. You know, it's like it's giving us all these pieces.
Like a puzzle.
Yeah, cosmic puzzle.
Yeah.
With all these strange, intriguing pieces.
The Gospel of Judas, UFOs.
Right. AI, hidden knowledge.
All of it.
And it's like, it's asking us to put it all together.
Can we make sense of it?
Yeah, can we see the bigger picture?
But it's tough, right?
It is. It's a lot to take in.
But where do we even start?
Well, I think the key to look for the common thread.
Okay, the thing that ties it all together.
Yeah, the underlying message.
Okay, what is it?
And I think it's this idea that there's more to reality than what we've been told.
More than meets the eye.
Exactly. There are these hidden truths out there.
Okay.
Just waiting to be uncovered.
Like we're on a treasure hunt.
Yeah, a cosmic treasure hunt.
I like it.
And our understanding of, history, spirituality, consciousness, it's far from complete.
We're still learning.
We're just scratching the surface.
So this website, it's not just giving us information.
No, it's more than that.
It's like challenging us.
It's an invitation to question, to explore.
To think differently.
To push those boundaries.
Of what we think we know.
Yeah, to challenge those assumptions.
Yeah, it's like, it's saying,
hey,
don't be afraid to dive in.
Yeah, the water's fine.
There's a whole universe of possibilities.
It's waiting for you.
Exactly.
And I think that's so important, especially today.
Yeah, why especially today?
Well, because we're surrounded by so much information that's just...
Yeah, no, it's overwhelming.
Yeah, and it's all designed to,
to keep us thinking the same way.
Yeah, to reinforce those existing narratives.
Keep us in the box.
And keep us in the box, exactly.
And this website is like, it blows the box wide open.
Yeah, it's like a breath of fresh air.
It's like, hey,
there's more out there.
There's a whole world of possibilities. Yeah, and don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid to explore them.
To question it.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
It's like they're reminding us that the search for knowledge, it's a journey, not a destination.
It's ongoing.
It's not about finding all the answers.
No, it's about asking the right questions.
And sometimes
the most valuable insights.
The real breakthroughs that come from
exploring those fringes.
Yeah, the stuff that's out there on the edge.
The things that make people uncomfortable.
Right, the things that challenge the status quo.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes this website so fascinating.
It's not afraid to go there.
Like, it's willing to explore those taboo topics.
Yeah, the things that most people wouldn't even touch.
And that's where the real discoveries are made.
That's where the magic happens.
It's making me think about all those big questions that we've been grappling with.
Yeah, the nature of reality, our place in the cosmos.
The meaning of life, all of it. And maybe there aren't any easy answers.
Maybe there aren't.
Maybe it's all about the journey.
About the exploration.
About keeping that sense of wonder alive.
And that's what this website does. It keeps that sense of wonder alive.
It sparks that curiosity.
It reminds us that there's always more to learn.
Yeah, and that the universe is full of surprises.
So if you're feeling like you're stuck in a rut.
Yeah, if you're looking for something more.
If you want to expand your horizons.
Then check out this website.
It's a real treasure trove of
mind-blowing ideas.
Of alternative perspective.
And who knows?
Yeah.
It might just change the way you see the world.
It might just change everything.
It might just change everything.
So keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep diving deep.